Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Archer's Garage and Whatnot. Today we are outside, not technically in the garage, but we're near the garage. What are we doing today? We're going to be repairing my sprinkler line in my front yard because Spectrum Mobile came out here a couple weeks ago and they were laying some line for fiber optics, and they destroyed some of my sprinkler line, and they have refused to fix it. Yeah. Says a lot about their company, doesn't it? So Spectrum Mobile, shame on you, and shame on the people who actually did the work. I'm the type of person, I see people out here doing work, the laborers, and I actually came out here. It was a good warm day because we live in Florida, right? Every day's a warm day, and I brought them water out here, made sure everybody's doing good, you know, because I care about people, right? So came out here, gave them water, made sure everybody's safe, everything's good, and they still destroyed my sprinkler line. I didn't really pay much attention to it until my next door neighbor said, "Hey Mike, did they mess up your sprinklers when they were out here?" Because they did all of our yards. It was along the street here. I said, you know what, I didn't even check it. So ran the sprinklers. Sure enough, I got water bubbling up from underground. And I got one sprinkler laying over about a 45-degree angle. Not a huge deal, but you know that when they put it back together, they understood what they messed up. They saw that. So anyhow, so he had already called Spectrum and aired his grievances with them, and they had somebody on the way. So I figured, well, when the guy gets out here, I'll talk to them. So the guy came out. He talked to them. He said, okay, we'll fix your stuff, whatever. And so while he's talking to him, I came over and I talked to him. Hey, just so you know, they messed up some of my stuff on the groundwork also. Brought him out here, turned the sprinklers on, showed him. He said, yeah, absolutely, we're going to fix it, no problem. And, you know, I gave him my phone number, gave him my wife's phone number. Never called. Nobody ever called. I gave him a week. Week goes by, nothing. I had the guy's phone number. I called him. Yeah, I'm Mike Archer. We met at my yard the other day. Oh, yeah. I said, yeah, nobody's ever called. Are you sure? No. Yes, I'm sure nobody's called me. Come on now. I'm not stupid. So, anyhow, I said, look, I'm going to go ahead and fix it. He's, oh, give us an opportunity. I said, all right. You've got until this weekend. After this weekend, I'm going to fix it myself. So you have, what 4 or 5 days, whatever it was. You've got until then. After that, I'm going to fix it because I've had enough. I mean, first, it shouldn't have been broken in the first place. Second, you've had enough time. Nobody's even called me. I said, here's my phone number again. And I said, I'm very upset about this. I mean, the fact that okay, accidents happen, right? The fact that nobody called. Oh, yeah, I'm going to talk to my supervisor. I said, I don't need to talk to your supervisor. I need to talk to the people that are going to fix this. Because I, myself, am a supervisor. I don't need to talk to my superiors. I need to talk to the people that are going to fix it. That's what needs to happen. Got me? So anyway, so he says, I'm going to take it another step further. Sorry, I can't even talk. I'm going to take it another step further. I'm going to call the VP. I said, you call whoever you want to call. I want people out here to fix my stuff, or I'm going to fix it this weekend. So that was about 10 days ago. I've given them ample time. Still no phone call. Still nobody to fix my stuff. So I figured I would make a video. We're going to fix sprinkler in case you guys ever run into a problem like this. It's usually not a hard thing. It's just a nuisance that you have to do it because you didn't break it. But anyway, we're going to do this. And again, shame on Spectrum Mobile. Shame on the workers for being here and not caring enough to at least straighten the sprinkler out. The sprinkler is like this. And shame on the guy that came out here and said that I'm going to return your calls. I'm going to call this person. I'm going to do this and that. Shame on all of you. It's horrible business. Horrible. If I did my job half as bad as y'all did your job, I wouldn't have a job. So, enough venting. Let me get out here and get to work. And I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you are empowered by it. Let's get to work. All right, guys. So here's what we're talking about. So I've got water bubbling up right in here. They came through here with the fiber optic line. They trenched all this up. And then I've got a sprinkler laying over right there. That one's my neighbor's, that one's mine. And then I've got the water bubbling up in this region here. So anyway, it looks like I got a sprinkler not working there, but that's not them, that's me. So I got to fix that. But anyway, that's what we're working with. All right. So, I don't know if you guys can see a leak in there or not, but I think I see a small one. Looks like they hit that T and broke it. So anyhow, off to the hardware store I go. Alright, so I dug up the sprinkler that they laid over. Now tell me if I'm being petty about this, but when you're out here doing the work, don't you think you would notice if you had a sprinkler laid over when it's supposed to be there and you just let it flop on over? Yeah, fill the hole in. Who cares? Not my property, right? Man, the integrity of some people is just non-existent anymore. So anyhow, this one's going to be easy. I can just fill that hole in like that. That's simple. No problem. This one here, though, I'm going to dry my hole out a little bit, find out what I need, head to Ace, and go from there. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Whoop, my shadow's in your way. I'll be right back. Well, anybody that knows me can tell you that I'm a silver lining kind of guy. And the silver lining to all of this is it didn't break off inside of the T. So I believe it just broke the glue loose, and so it was leaking out that way. So I believe I can re-glue it, stick it back in, and that should do it. So I'm going to try that rather than have to re-glue everything. I should be able to just re-glue that one. But I am a silver lining kind of guy, so I'm being hopeful, being optimistic. So we'll see. Alright guys, so my quick fix that I thought I could do didn't work. I thought I'd just be able to glue it back in, and it didn't hold. So I took it all back apart, and I cleaned the T out where the pipe goes in. I cleaned it out real good, took a screwdriver in there, and I cleaned off all the old glue and all that garbage that was in there. Cleaned it off really good. Went to a hardware store, bought one of these. It's called a SharkBite. It goes in here. It's a coupler. So anyway, so I was able to cut that, put it in there, and now I'll put this in line. And once I get it to pressure, I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so last night got a little late on me, so I didn't get to finish it. And I bought the wrong size coupler, or they call them SharkBites, to put my pipe back together. I didn't actually buy the wrong size. I made it the wrong size by accident. I've never used this one. It's called SharkBite. What it does is it goes in there, kind of like remember when you were a kid, the old Chinese finger cuff things you put on your finger and your finger won't come out of the thing. It works kind of like that. But anyhow, I trimmed a piece of the hose out, and I didn't realize how short the thing actually was, and it was going to grip in there so well. So it went way up in there. So I figured, oh wow, that's gonna be tight. So the other part of the line just would not go in there. So I went back to the hardware store today, got a longer one, so you can't see it. It's in the bag. It's roughly yay long. It's about, I don't know, four and a half inches long, somewhere around there. But I'll put that on today, and we'll get this thing back on, turn my sprinklers back on, so my yard stops dying. Because Florida, it is winter time, which if you're not from Florida, that means it's dry season. It's still hot, but just no rain, so your yard dies. It's always hot in here in Florida. We have 2 seasons where everybody else has 4. We have wet and dry. Well, you throw a hurricane season in there too, but that kind of coincides with wet season. But anyhow, it's hot, but it's dry. So anyhow, guys, I'm gonna flip you around, get this thing back together, and turn the sprinklers on. And there you go, guys. You see water everywhere, but it's my sprinklers on. So here we go, fixed. Well, kinda. Got to fill my hole in, but the leak's fixed. So there you go, guys. Pretty simple repair. I know I shouldn't gripe about it as much as I am because it is pretty simple. However, I didn't break it. It didn't break on its own. It was broken by a company who was paid good money, I'm sure, to come out here and do a repair or do whatever you want to call it, an installation in this neighborhood. And they were notified that there was something wrong with the job that they did by multiple neighbors and by me multiple times, and they didn't do anything about it. So the integrity of their company has been compromised, in my opinion. So Spectrum Mobile, your company's horrible. Your name is horrible as far as I'm concerned. I hope this message gets to somebody in the company who cares about something. I know if my guys who work under me at my job performed like this, that would reflect on me, and I would handle it personally, and I definitely wouldn't take kindly to it. So I hope this gets to somebody in the company who cares. And I mean, all it took me was $15 and I don't know, an hour's worth of my labor, but it could have been done much better, or it should have been done much better by trained professionals, i.e. your people that tore it up in the first place. I shouldn't have had to do this. My grass shouldn't have had to die while I was waiting on you to do your job. But that's the way it is. That's the world we live in, right? I mean, it's just horrible. Horrible customer service. Again, Spectrum Mobile, thumbs down on you. But anyhow, guys, I like to give uplifting videos on this channel. I hate doing stuff like this, but you know, sometimes life isn't, you know, rainbow and unicorns. But I hope you learned something. I hope you learned that you could fix things on your own. That's the idea behind this channel. If you have something wrong with your irrigation in your yard, and you don't have the money to call a plumber to be able to fix it, I hope you can see here, you can fix it for about 15 bucks. You don't have to call the big guys and pay, you know, 50, 60 bucks an hour for them to show up and possibly take advantage of you. It literally, let me think of the tools I used. A hacksaw, a shovel. I think that was it. That's the only tools I used. A hacksaw and a shovel. So tools I already had. If you had to buy those, you're talking another 15 bucks, 20 bucks. So even if you had to buy the tools to do this, it would save you over an hour's worth of their labor time to do it yourself. And it's very simple to do. So a little bit of initiative, common tools, and you can do pretty much anything around your house, in your house, to your cars, in your yard, whatever you want to do. So I hope this empowers somebody, and I also hope this video finds its way to Spectrum Mobile, to somebody who cares, and somebody gets a slap on the wrist, and maybe it makes a difference next time to somebody else who gets their yard torn up by these people who did not do a very good job. Anyhow, guys, have a blessed day. I know I will, and this isn't gonna dampen my spirits too much anymore. It's done. My grass is gonna be green again, and I mean, I live in Florida. It's a good day, right? I got beautiful weather, got a beautiful family, and now my yard's gonna be green again. So anyhow, guys, it's almost Christmas time. Merry Christmas, everybody. And thank you for joining me on Archer's Garage and Whatnot. And I've got some good stuff coming. We've been working on stuff in the garage, and just haven't had a chance to post lately. But we will real soon. I've got stuff I've been doing on my wife's car. I've got stuff I've been building. So hope you enjoy what's coming up. See you guys. Thank you.